Hi crew, I'm Lex, and today we're looking at the Neverborn Starter. So we're filming this section after I've filmed the rest of the video. Just need to take a step backwards in time. Just mention I made a mistake during my Gencon video. Gencon doesn't have alt models, miss models, or any of the old Nightmare stuff from previous years. That's usually reserved for Easter and Black Friday sales. So I'm sorry about that mistake there. I'll try not to let it happen again. Just sometimes I get a bit excited for Gencon sales. Parcels arrived for Gencon. Had this in it. But we'll talk about this at the end of the video. There we go, some lovely new art. Legal stuff. What's in the box? So we've got Klaus, we've got Hildengard, and we've got 2 red caps. Some nice art of claws. A render of claws. In the back of the box, we've got claws, Hildengard, red caps 1 and 2, measuring widget, scheme marker, and a fate deck. Oh, that's interesting. So for previous starter boxes, these have been under the plastic. So they've been packed like that. There's our bases. So we've got 4 30mm bases. These tokens also look quite a bit shinier than the other ones. Yeah, definitely like a glossier gloss on that side. Nice and flat on the other. Oh, flattish. Much flatter in real life, but that's definitely more glossy in real life than the other ones. These pop out nice and easy. Oh, finally, some Neverborn scheme markers. We've got our cards, so... Oh, and they're errated. So these are the current errata of the cards from Getting Grounds 2020. So 2 Inhuman Reflexes, 2 Eldritch Magic, and 2 Ancient Packs. We've got a red cap, another red cap, Klaus, Hildengard, and rules reference. Then we've got our fate deck. So the previous starters, the fate decks have been quite sticky because the scheme markers are a little bit different. I'm wondering if these cards are going to be different. They're going to have that same sort of problem as previous ones had. What? Okay, so it looks like these have like a linen effect on the back. I'm going to need to go back and check because I don't think the previous ones did. So for face cards, so we've got Capellius, we've got Lilith, and we've got Lucius. Next face cards are, we've got one of the red caps, Dreamer, and Euripides, Hildengard, Marcus, and Akima, Klaus, Titania, and Zoraida. And then we've got Emissary and Effigy for the black and red jokers. So yeah, I'll go back and check the... Oh, these don't have the sticking problem the old cards did. Yeah, no, they're not sticking at all. That's awesome. So obviously they've like listened to that feedback and they've gone and made changes. I'll check the other ones, see if they had this linen finish. Because yeah, no problem with sticking with this. So that's really cool. That's awesome. I'll still probably sleeve them because I'm OCD like that. Onto the main event, we've got the models themselves. Let's start with Klaus. Yeah, he's super skinny. He feels taller. I'll have to do some size comparisons to show how much bigger he is, but yeah, I can't really tell through the viewfinder. I'm gonna have to look at this guy with my own eyes. Yeah, so he's not too bad. You've got a bit there from where he was cut from the sprue, and a bit of a mold line there. It's nothing too severe, should be an easy enough cleanup. We've got Hildengard next. And she doesn't have feet. Does she have feet? She does not have feet. She's like some bizarre octopus thing. Yeah, I'd seen one or two pictures through the Facebook group where the detail on her face wasn't great, but like this is pretty solid. Similar sort of detailing to what we got out of the Widow Weaver and the Serena Bowman. Mold line on the dress I can't really spot. Bit of one on the hat there. Yeah, so that's quite nice. Again, not sure about that. We'd usually have some sort of feet there, but yeah, she's just hovering on that cloaca. Next we've got this little guy here. Yet another puppet, adding to one of the larger keywords in all of Malifaux. Not sure about the bend on that scythe. Not sure if that's intentional. It looks like it is. Some grime that looks like it's supposed to be there. Some guts. The face is a little bit fugly. A bit of a clean up on the arm there. Yeah, he's not too bad. He'll probably look awesome once he's based and that's all done up as a red effect. A bit smaller than some of the other 6 Soulstones puppets. He looks more about the size of a Wicked Doll, plus the effects. Let's see, who else? We've got the last red cap. He's got a little face in there. Yeah, that face is a bit better than the other one. Bit of cleanup on the arm there. Nice gore effects. Yeah, so that bend in that scythe is definitely intentional. Yeah, a little bit of a cleanup, but not too bad. Some wood grain on the arm. The other one was just flat. So no wood grain on the side there, but on the flat they do. Really minor there. You need to, doesn't show off on the camera, but it is there. Definitely got deeper wood grain on the second one there. Not a bad sculpt. He feels a little bit bigger than the last guy as well. Scale-wise, he's slightly larger, but between the size of a Wicked Doll and a Bunraku. Yeah, so that's not too bad. So I'll get all this cleared away, and I'll do some size comparisons to some of the other stuff we've got in the other starters. So just a quick addendum. They've changed the layout of these boxes. This measuring widget usually hides over here when it's all packed up. Just a curiosity. There we go, there's a lineup. Usual size comparisons we've got. Angel Eyes, Yen Lo, Midnight Stalker, and a Sad Lamenter. Good sort of sizing. Klaus is about a head taller. Half head taller than most of the other human figures. Size comparison to Explorers, we've got Mr. Nagato, Tenenbaum, and Hopeful Prospects. Outcast starters, we've got Yannick, Catalan Brawler, and Catalan Rifleman. And lastly, to round out the starters, we've got Bo Peep, Fluffernutter, Stumpy, and that other guy. They're massive. They're throwing off that focus. Here we go. So yeah, they're not too bad. You rate them about the same as I'd rate the Outcast starter or the Bayou starter. Decent sort of details on all of them. A little bit of cleanup. Just one of the red caps wasn't quite up to the other sort of stuff. Lower the red caps, I'd rate Explorer Society, but all pretty decent sort of models. Details all nice and crisp there. Although, like I said, I have seen on the Facebook group some Hildengard looking not so great. A little bit fugly. So probably like a bad run, but maybe you got lucky. So there's quite a bit of variation in these soft plastics, but so far mine have been good as gold. Nothing to complain about for me for these guys so far. That's a starter in all its out of box glory. Pulling out Fate deck. So this is the new one in the Neverborn starter. Linen finish on the back of the card. All the previous starters, so this is the Bayou one, have had smooth gloss finish. These have a problem with, there we go, with the card sticking. So if you don't sleeve these guys, it's going to be drama. Not nice. Whereas the new ones, yeah, really good. That linen finish makes all the difference. Same sort of finish on the front of the cards. Is it? No. A little bit flatter there than the shiny ones for the Bayou. So a big improvement there. But yeah, overall it's definitely worthwhile. You've got your 4 models, stat cards, scheme markers, upgrades for the faction, measuring widget, rules reference, fate deck. Models are looking good. Cards are a big improvement over all the other starter sets, and just awesome in general. Wed's done a great job. Been pretty much of a Wed simp for all the other starters so far. Like, the models have all been fantastic. I think Explorers is a bit lacking in terms of actual stats on them. These guys are good. It'd be nice to see what comes with the Grim keyword, if anything will actually happen with it, or whether it's just going to end up some of those Lost and Damned keywords. Half-Bloods. Nothing's happening with Half-Bloods keyword. But yeah, it'd be cool if we got something out of the Grim keyword. That'd be really, really awesome. Before I close up the video, my Gencon order arrived. The Gencon order we got Fallen Kingdom, Legendary Forged, and because there's no Guardians or Hunters, we picked up the 1.1st edition of Hoffman with the crazy old metal Guardian Hunters, which I feel fit into the flavour of Dark Souls really well. Because we've spent so much, we got a Mystique, we got a Hooded Rider, we got the old second Ed Nikema, who looks like she's from a old heavy metal album cover. Got a postcard for the Walking Fortresses, some nice renders there. And surprisingly, we got Dragon Deus, Dragon God. This is really interesting. It's apparently the guys that are doing this, Alamo Tech Games. Like, you can't find them anywhere online. When you search it, you get like a bunch of steel companies, some medical companies, but nothing for a games company. Apparently these guys are friends of Weird, and Weird are helping them out by pimping out, doing some promotion for them. If you're wanting to learn more about this, you can sign up to the Kickstarter that's going to be launching soon. But there's not much information there at the moment other than it's going to be a high fantasy sort of war game. Doesn't mention if it's going to be army scale or skirmish scale. This plastic here feels a lot like Kingdom Death sprues, and the colour of the plastic's really similar as well. Nice clear attachment points. That base insert and underbase also really reminiscent of Kingdom Death. So I'm wondering if the same factory in China is producing stuff for both companies. So this is, here we go, Hunter 2. It's a decent sort of detail in her. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing what happens with this. So there were some pictures on the Facebook group of some of the other models from this game, including a really big dragon. Looks really cool. It's me for this month. Next month September next month. Might have a look at a Metal Carnifex. That could be cool. And then October, some Wildstar videos, and we'll see what happens after that. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. Enjoy the rest of the month. Like, comment, subscribe. Ciao. See ya.